When I die, Papa buckle for a real one. Night, just play a couple lit song. Just family alone, I'm my closest friends. No crocodile tears anytime me dead. Give me pick in me house, give my family my Benz.
For this edition of Star on the Rise is a budding fusion dancehall artist, Bonnie Lin, whose sound embodies a vibrant fusion of life experiences, creativity, and raw island energy. Hi, Bonnie. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure being here. So I grew up in Portmore, Jamaica. I was raised by my whole family, basically. Granny, uncle, mother, everybody. I grew up like around love and support, and it was just a great experience growing up. My parents supported me in everything, including my music.
Nice.
So yeah, and I'm just a girl from Portmore with big dreams, want to take over dancehall, want my talent to be heard all over the world.
And what's your alma mater?
St. Catherine High. So my last name is Bonner, and everybody always call me by that. They never call me by my first name. Even teachers, friends, everybody call me Bonner. So I was very popular for that name, but I didn't want to keep the Bonner. So me and my friend Chef sit down one day and I say which name I can get from Bonner, and him say Bonnie. I'm say, oh yeah, I like that. And then the Lynn came from my mother's last name because her last name is Lynn. So I'm just teeth off piece her last name and put it together.
So she's mixed, Chinese.
Well, her last name is Lynn. So take the Lynn.
Oh,
but no, not Chinese. My grandfather is more like Syrian and black. And
So what's the government name though?
Abigail Bonner.
Abigail Bonner. Your musical career has been thriving since the past 7 years under the guidance of popular producers such as the late J-Bad, may his soul rest in peace, and Jason Coy, who has been helping you to, carve out your own lane, as you said, with authenticity and passion. How would you describe the journey you had to undertake in creating a lane for yourself?
One thing about me is I never want to be the same as everyone else. I want to stand out and have my own lane and not be compared to anyone in music. So it has been, I wouldn't say hard, but it hasn't been easy either. I'm just very selective with the type of beats I sing on, and I'm specific about the type of sound that I want.
Yeah.
So I don't know, it's just if the rhythm speak to me and my style, Right now I would say my music is more of a fusion of like dancehall, reggae, Afrobeats, because I listen to a wide variety of music, so I think it's going to naturally reflect in the type of music that I do. And I really love reggae, I love dancehall, and I love Afrobeats. I also like Spanish music like reggaeton, so I think like a fusion of those would be like my lane.
Are there any influences behind these in terms of the different genres?
Genres? Yes. All right. So in dancehall, I would say Shensia. Shensia is that girl in dancehall. Can't deny that. And in reggae, I would definitely say, Chanel as well. I love Chanel's music. And Masika. And in reggae, I would definitely say Leela and Protege. I really love their music. They definitely influence.
That's still a vibe.
Yeah.
And the Afrobeat is a fusion of
like Wizkid, I love Tyler too. I just love music, I just love music. Once an artist makes good music and you can feel a connection with them through it, then I'll definitely listen to their music and it will somehow influence mine as well.
Yeah. And how important do you think it is to be as authentic and passionate in your music?
I think it's very, very important because your music, remember that when people listen to your music, they don't know you as a person. So them listening to your music and you being authentic in it, that's how they'll get to know you and that's how they'll get to relate to you and love your music as well. So it's definitely 100%, 100% important. And before, I would say for a little while, I kind of lost that authenticity a bit, like just being 100% myself. And now that I'm doing that again in my music, I definitely feel more of a connection to people that listen to it. Them come to me and say, oh, I love this make me cry, or they come to me because they can really relate because I am being authentic in the new songs. Music has always been my career choice. Like I started doing like music, like performing at school, like on prom day and stuff like that. And I told my parents I wanted to do music and they're like, hey, you want the music, I understand that I'll support, but you have to go college, you have to get something, so in case it don't work out. So I would say I just had something else, like a backup plan, for make my parents happy, and that was hospitality and tourism management, so I got my degree in that. But
that's nice.
Yeah, music has always been the career choice for me.
Yeah. Which college or university?
I went to Portmore Community College.
Okay. All right, what would you say is that defining factor which would set you apart from the rest?
I would definitely say the authenticity, because my experiences, and no, I don't have the exact same experiences as no one in life, so I think that's my power. And also the sound, I always try to sound like myself, not like anyone else. Even if I'm influenced by them, I always just try to sound like me. And also the topics that I'm touching on now, because I'm more connected to the music and coming from a place of, I would say, really, really expressing myself in the music. So I would definitely say the topics, the sound, and the authenticity is what will make me stand out.
When you say coming from a place of what sort of experience goes through your mind when you decide to write or, pen these lyrics?
Alright, so before I normally just write for fun or the music for fun, but last year was 2024 was a very rough time for me. Like, I was really going through it. I lost loved ones. I watched my family grieve, like my parents grieve, and I lost a friend. Suddenly, I just went through a lot of stuff, and that forced me for kind of just, me not really have fun in life right now, So just what I was going through, I had to put it in the music, because that is the only way I can express myself. And from there, I kind of made a conscious decision that I wanted to shift how I'm doing music and be more expressive. Yes, I'm going to have fun as well, but I want to be more expressive in it.
As a female in the business, I know that there are some challenges that basically set out for females, basically. So what are some of those that you have experienced or encountered since you're starting music?
I think females have it harder in the industry, and it's not talked about enough. Because one, if it's a man and a producer link you, for example, you're like, yo, I want to work, he really want to work.
Yep.
But if a producer link you as a female, you have to be very skeptical. Like, I've been around already when a producer locked me in a studio and him say I'm a joke, and me have to tear down the door and him say he's joking with me. So those are the things that female have to go through just so we can get a song. You have to put up with disrespect. Well, you don't have to put up with it, but you will get it. And man will look you. You don't know if their intentions are genuine. And it's harder to basically get a strength. So that's why I just focus on the positive and focus on the people who are supporting me, like Prime, like J-Bad, like people like those who would genuinely support me and see the talent. I just remain on the more grateful side. And if my sister intentions are pure, then I just leave you over there to be. My main thing right now in life is just gratitude. Being grateful, just shifting your mindset and your perspective can literally change your life, your mood, everything. So I would definitely say be grateful. That's one. And try to always focus on the positive. That's two. And I think once you're doing those things in life, like, everything else will definitely fall in place. Like, so I want everyone to listen to my music to be grateful and happy for life. 5 years from now, you have to be delusional if your dreams come true. So I would definitely see myself performing on the big stages like Wireless, Coachella, every big festival I can think of, traveling the world and just repping Jamaica, repping myself and my brand. That's what I see myself doing, taking it on a global stage.
All right, of course. Fake it till you make it, right?
Of course.
So you have to be delusional. All right, since your rise to fame, what are some of your most talked about songs where the masses are say, I eat, I bring the eat?
Pretty&Bad. I mean, that's one of my best songs, performing like solo songs, and also the song with Najeeriii, In My Arms, and also the one with Eddie G. Bunks. Like, people really love those songs. But from my new EP, people really love Celebrate, Fly Away, and The One. They're really, really resonating with those songs.
It's your debut EP you just released last month, right?
Yeah.
Called Unstoppable Evolution. I'd love for you to expound a little bit more on it, the reason for that title.
I chose Unstoppable Evolution because I felt like I definitely went through an evolution process last year, because when you go through so much things in life, you can either change for the worse or change for the better. And I definitely think, and I've heard that I've changed for the better, so I've definitely evolved as a person and in my music. And whenever you're constantly working at something, the evolution does unstoppable. Like, you have to evolve, you have to become better, and if you really want it, you're going to become better. So I that's why I chose that name, because I evolved, and that evolution was unstoppable.
What made this EP so powerful in your own personal view?
every single song on it means something. Like, I wrote it from my heart. You get me? So that's why it's so powerful. Every song on it has a story behind it that is connected to me, connected to my experiences and things that I've been through. So that's why. And when your music contains things like that, then it's definitely going to be powerful because it's going to resonate with other persons. They're going to be able to relate in their own way or the same way.
Any collabs or features?
No, just singles this time around.
All right. And how has the fans been reacting to it?
They've been liking it. Actually, I've mostly been getting DMs and, you know, people telling me they really love the new sound. They really, they connected to it. People tell me them cry. I played it for my sister the first time I played some, she cried. You know, my parents, everyone. I've been getting very positive feedback. So, yeah, I'm just trying to keep on that trajectory.
I love it. And it's still a fusion of reggae, dancehall, Afrobeat.
Yeah. Is
there a one main goal that you have your eyes set on achieving from music?
I really want a Grammy. The people that must have watched this and say, oh, that little girl that watched one Grammy. But yes, I really do want a Grammy. And I also want to, you know, when I get out there, I also want to go in at least one movie, just one. Yeah, you know, do some acting. Hey, don't know, it's your girl Bonnie Lin repping for the star. You guys make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Bonnie Lin Official. And don't forget to listen to my music on Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube at Bonnie Lin. So tell a girl pan the side, don't pass our place. Me no play about mine, bad bunny don't trace. Every ex in a your life, memory erase. The day me make you feel my tight space. Yeah, mucho gusto, glad me meet you. Estar conmigo en cada temporada. Them attack it don't even matter, cause you could be the one.